Scorpio. Saturn is in their fifth house, and the fifth house is a really wonderful house. It's a house traditionally of love affairs, of children, of creativity, of willpower, of creative self expression. So Saturn might put a little bit of a damper on your normal power plays, which can be a good thing because you may have to be paying for some karmic, not such good energy that you put out in the past, whether it's jealousy or revenge or control or secrets or whatever. So, I mean, that can be a karmic comeuppance, which might be painful but will reset the deck. So it's better for you to kind of grow up and take responsibility for, abusing power or whatever you did that wasn't, totally above the law. So be careful because the cosmic tax man can come and get you. But Saturn, again, will also flesh out a beautiful spiritual dream. It can be you're symbolically pregnant or physically pregnant. It's a new spiritual death and rebirth for you. So you might want to go through some dramatic, remember it's fifth house is kind of like Leo, some dramatic play where you kind of hang your old self up on the cross there to kind of die, and the new self is reborn, or get a new wardrobe, or redo your looks, or redo anything so that you can really authentically show up as a new soul. It's very much a rebirth, and it's about compassion. A lot of compassion could be for if you're still holding on to some hurts, people who hurt you or people you mistreated in the past. This is where you have to come full circle with it, and kind of have compassion with yourself as well, and really go into digging deep into healing your heart. I think that's what Saturn in Pisces is. The essence of your heart is it's totally open, and it's this wellspring of goodness, and that there is goodness in there. So it's kind of like finding, going through the darkness, doing the shadow work to really finding that the inner light, the inner inspiration. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
And it's about letting go of control. So you're not in control. It's Pisces. It's giving it up to God. It's like whatever it is that's it's been obsessing you. This is where you let go of those obsessions to free yourself. That's a big issue for Scorpio because they never forget. So you can just let it go and be much lighter. And I think this is very liberating, actually. So yeah, all of that.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
You get a lot of action in your energy in the next couple of months. But I do see you escaping something that you should probably be active in, and you're not. And it's interesting because I see is it a distraction? Is it is it something that, are you doing this over here so that you are distracted from that? That's a questionable thought I'd like you to think about. Is it possible you are avoiding, with all the distraction of busy, and you could say to yourself, no, no, no. Yeah. You know what? I'm not listening. You're using it as a distraction, and you need to look at it. Even if you only take out one situation or one issue at a time and look at it. And these are old ones, as Tara mentioned. These are things that need to be brought to the surface, that need to be looked at, that need to be put away after they've been looked at and worked on. Not just tucked away or pushed away or sat on or squished or stifled, but truly, put into perspective and put away. So I think that you probably have some issues with unavailable females. Maybe there was certain energy you were looking for in the feminine and it didn't come. And maybe this is what's got some of your water boiling up. Okay, maybe this is kind of what's in there. Okay, there's some sort of toxicity that you have experienced through the feminine that maybe was unexpected, unhealed, unworked on. Those types of things I think will be there. I also see something to do with a move and a celebration in that move. Okay. And that to me looks like it could be a purchase of a property, a purchase of a home, purchase of even a tiny home or a trailer or something of that nature that you can have as your own starting place, restarting place. Okay, so you're or rejuvenating or re-enjoying place. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I think that that place will help you get out of that place that you're stuck and distracting from.
Mm-hmm.
So once you get that new place, that new space, that new place to live or to live out your stuff in, take it by the horns and do it. Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk all night long. Spend all the time that you can in those environments, releasing these things that have been holding you back. And this is going to bring you healing. And what I think is going to happen is almost like once that new space comes and it's yours, there's going to be a lot of energy coming into play, almost like a pinball or one of those things where everything comes into play, right? It all comes down and there's a win at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I do see that. And I also see that likely Scorpio will address counsel because of some of their trauma. And this might be one of the significant factors in overcoming it all, finally. And so you mentioned something about this looking at their shadows, did you not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really about them dealing with a lot of their shadow work, addictions, issues, sex addiction,
Mm-hmm.
money addiction. That's Scorpio kind of, they get obsessed about things, power, and really learning to let it go. Like what it could become meaningless to you. You're starting to realize, there's nothing really there. And so I think, yes, it can be a huge rebirth for Scorpios to really get
Right?
in touch with another aspect. It's Pisces is the last water sign. This is where you connect with source and you realize there's nothing really that I need to grasp onto or hold onto or whatever. It's all there. I have it all. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I think it can be a really beautiful time, and they can become, yeah, spokespersons. I feel to help children, to advocate for children and women and mothers, and all of that. Use their power. Scorpios have a lot of power and a lot of charisma to use it to benefit other people as well as themselves. Yeah, and I think it's important to stop. They can't keep lying to themselves anymore. You
Mm-hmm.
know.
It's time to face those small things,
Yeah.
or as they have made them, but
Yeah.
they're really quite big, and I think they have, created a lot of hard lines for the Scorpio, and it's time that they, maybe jump ship.
I got the magician. So this is really the ability to cut through and to start new. Oh, you got it too. All right, there we go. We both got the magician. That's why I wanted to do this, because I wanted to see, are we going to mirror each other? Okay, so there we
Oh,
go.
I love
We
it.
both
That's
got the magician
awesome.
for Scorpio. Okay,
Yeah.
so definitely brand new beginning for Scorpios. Really using your power to be the magic maker, to understand what's holding you back unconsciously, and to really focus with one intent on creating whatever magic you want in your life. So I think that's a really great thing. So
I
communication,
do.
yeah.
Right. I was just going to go there. The main deal here, I think, is communicating.
Hmm.
What is it you need? What do you want to let go of?
Right.
What bothers you?
Hmm.
What do you feel empowered with? And what do you see the next coming year or two to be for you? And to create a good conversation where you can create that, because the magic's there. Magic is
Yeah.
afoot with this card
Oh,
in many
yeah,
ways,
yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah,
right?
also storytelling. I think it's going to be, it could be writing, it could be telling your story, writing your story to inspire other
Yeah.
people, or
Journaling.
maybe, yeah, or it could be turned into a very creative thing, a screenplay, a
Yeah.
play, that's fifth house stuff, all kinds of
Mhm.
manifestations for that.
And lastly, just to say, because we got that magician card the way we did,
Hmm.
I think it's really about being your own magic and believing in your own magical ability, and to call it out. What do you want? Write it down. Put it in the ethereals,
Right.
for real. That's a really magical thing that happened there, my friend.
Yeah, well, I was expecting that to happen. So,
Love it.
yeah.
We're often in tune when it comes to where we're at on things, so
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
surprising.
No, I'm not surprised either.
Yeah.